So it ends 3-0 to the Arsenal away from home against Blackpool in the FA Cup third round. A pretty convincing performance by the lads, in my opinion. We did get the job done pretty comfortably. Blackpool didn't really offer that much going forward. I feel like they should have really capitalised on the defence that we do have at the moment. But they didn't, and we took our chances when we had them. I feel like Nketiah, who was playing up front. He had a few chances the first 10 minutes, didn't take them, did get the next one in the first half, didn't take that either. And I feel like, if we took those chances, we really could have killed the game off pretty early. But, I feel like Willock, he was a standout player for this game. Very, very good performance by him. A very exceptional performance by him. His distribution with the ball was very, very good. Very quick, got that sort of acceleration about him, looking for players all the time, and he's always adding goals under his locker now, which is really, really good to see from him. And I thought it was a really good performance. It's something that, gives Emery something to think about, especially when it comes to players you could potentially bring on in the second half of Premier League games against the likes of West Ham, because he just adds a little bit more to him in that midfield. I feel like Iwobi had another very good performance in there. Adds that sort of pace about him. He can spread the defence, and he's got a little bit more to his locker now. I've noticed. He's always looking for players in the box, whipping it in with a ferocious amount of power behind it, and he's looking good. He's got that sort of confidence about him. Got another goal under his belt to make it 3-0, and it's good to see from him. I feel like the last 2 weeks he hasn't really had it, but since he's got that goal the other day, I feel like he's got that sort of confidence back in him, and he's going hard. And it was good for him to get some more game time under his belt against a pretty poor Blackpool side, in my opinion. But moving on through the team, we did have Aaron Ramsey. I thought it was a really exceptional performance by him. Added that experience in that midfield and played really well. He had a bit of the distribution was obviously he's always there with the distribution. But he's always looking to go forward, and that's what I love about it. He's always looking to get it to likes of Iwobi, Maitland-Niles, who did play as right winger. Iwobi did play as left winger. Likes of Willock, who was playing more of an attacking role, because Ramsey was playing more of a holding midfielder of El Neni. And I thought he had a really good performance. El Neni, next to Aaron Ramsey in midfield, I thought he had a pretty reasonable performance, pretty standard, nothing too special by him. Did his job. I feel like distributing the ball, he can be better. He needs to look forward a lot more, in my personal opinion. He can't keep going sideways. And I feel like he's another guy who's going to be getting his chop very shortly. I feel like Emery, he's going to be looking for more, of his sort of players. And I feel like he's got to really watch his back now, because as Torreira's he's at some serious for. He's playing very well, Torreira. So his chances of him getting to the Premier League now, El Neni's very slim, and I feel like he's going to be getting the chop very shortly. But yeah, a very good, decent performance by El Neni. Defensively, we did have a lot of experienced players in there. We had the likes of Socrates, Lichtsteiner, Czech. We had Jenkinson to the right, with Lichtsteiner playing as a centre half with Socrates, and to the left hand side we did have Kolasinac. And I think the main talking point really is Lichtsteiner. He is not a defender, and he is so out of his depth at the moment with this club. It is very silly to watch. His distribution with the ball, poor. I feel like his marking and his aerially, he just isn't at it. I feel like his age is just picking up so quickly. It's quite crazy in a way. I feel like Socrates, he had a very good game. He's got that leadership about him. He's got strength, the pace, very quick as well. Got the pace about him. And I feel like he really did look after Lichtsteiner throughout the match. To the right hand side we had Carl Jenkinson. I feel like another standard performance, just like El Neni. I feel like he's going to be getting a chop very shortly as well. But he did his job. He doesn't offer much going forward, and that's the one problem with him. But he did defend. He had a few chances where he could have got forward. I feel like if he did take those, you never know, the game could have changed completely, and that's the thing with him. If he looks forward a lot more, starts playing the forward down the wing, so like the likes of Maitland-Niles could get onto it, then the game could be a little bit different. But that was that. Kolasinac on the left-hand side, he's a little bit different. We all know that he can get forward, and he did get forward very well. But defensively, he needs to work on that in his game. He's still very poor when he's running back, when he's trying to mark his man. But I feel like he had a pretty reasonable game. Distributes the ball quickly. He's got that experience about him. He's got that pace and the hunger getting down that edge, and that's what I really do like about him. But you know, overall, a good performance by the lads. Emil Smith Rowe did come on in the second half. Lacazette did come on, and the likes of Zach Medley, who did come on as well. And I think he's another guy who should have started, in my opinion. Lichtsteiner shouldn't be starting those games. He should be getting, he should be put on the bench, in my opinion. This is a sort of game for someone like Zach Medley to be playing in. And you know, it'd be interesting to see how he does go if he does get a chance, because I feel like 10, 20 minutes just isn't enough compared to a full first half and a second half. But it's pretty straightforward by the boys. Very very professional performance by the lads. Very balanced the way Emery went with it, and we did take it to a very weak Blackpool side and a team that is really feeling it under the strain. Obviously, with the atmosphere wasn't there, and obviously the ownership issues at the club. But hey ho, we move on. We've got West Ham away from home, and then we do have Chelsea at home, and I'll be bringing out previews and reviews for those matches. Let me know, guys, down below what you thought about the last game against Blackpool, and yeah, we move on to West Ham. I'll see you guys later.